Well, hello again. Welcome back to my channel. This is Katie with Katie Rolls With It. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my monthly budget. So for those of you who've been with me for a while in my YouTube journey, I generally use an Erin Condren. I use an A5 Daily Duo here. For my everyday carry, I use a 7x9 hourly for my weekly planner. But I did something a little bit different. In my last video, I did a happy planner layout and just kind of showing how I use stickers in a happy planner. It had been a while since I picked up my happy planner. But one of the things that I find is that when I am doing my monthly layouts, either in my A5 or my 7x9, is that I really don't have enough room to put everything, including bills and things like that, onto the actual page. It just gets very convoluted. I mean, it gets convoluted with all my plans, let alone including bills and things. So one of the things that I decided to do was that I decided to get out that happy planner. And since I had gotten that happy planner out to do a planner spread, I thought, well, I'm not using these. And one of the things that I did is a while ago, I had purchased from, let me find it, Organizing Chaos. I purchased all these really cool like bill stickers, but as you can tell, with something that large, putting that in an A5, especially if you have a day where you have more than one due, you can imagine that takes up the whole thing and you can't do anything else. So what I decided to do was I decided I was going to do my May budget on my Happy Planner May spread. And it's not going to be super fancy in regards to like stickers, as far as like deco kind of stickers. But one of the things that having all your bills laid out on a monthly calendar can help you do is that it allows for you to see, okay, if I get paid every Thursday, which is my pay schedule, these are the bills that are due between this pay and this pay, because I can just flat out see them right away. And so it helps you be able to navigate what bills you pay with what paycheck. Excuse me, I am a zero-based budgeter, which means that I take all of the money that I make and I give it somewhere to go. I don't use physical envelopes anymore just because we have made a significant amount of money on using credit card rewards. But I basically use credit cards as my envelopes. Because I'm getting cash back on something I've already set aside the money for, all of that stuff. But I do believe in the cash budget system, the envelope system. I think it's a really great system. And I'm a zero-based budgeter, meaning every penny has a place to go. Whether that is to a savings account, to a bill, to gas and groceries for the week, to I do have a little bit of a buffer sitting in my checking account so that, you know, there's a little bit of extra cash if needed, like kind of a contingency fund, I guess, if you will. But pretty much every paycheck I do a budget. Every paycheck I check in with it. Okay, these are the bills I need to pay. Okay, this is what I have left over. What can I pay extra if anything? How much do I have for gas, groceries, that kind of thing. So what I thought I would do is I thought that I would take you on this journey with me a little bit to doing our May budget. And so I'm going to use my Fern Creek sticker carrier. This is where I have the majority of my budget type stickers. I love budgeting stickers. I had used this as a place I was putting kits. I really love planner cake kits, but these are just a little short as far as the envelope for some of the kits that I buy. So I decided to pivot. So even though these are labeled January, February, March, and the like, all of this is budgeting type stickers. And so I'm going to move into the stickers like this. So the ones that I definitely need, and I'm just gonna kind of take one. Obviously, I have to pay one gas bill every month. These are my credit card stickers. And again, I use credit cards very similarly to cash envelopes. So I really liked that they came with different colors. And so I can use a color coding to denote which credit card I'm paying or which envelope I'm paying. So I'm gonna pull that one out for the moment. And like I said, I'm just going to grab one of these for all of them. We do stream HBO Max, so I really love that this says HBO due. We used to have Netflix, we don't anymore. We do have an Apple. It was one of our cards we use. I do have a PayPal line of credit. Car insurance. And some months, if I do decide to do some decor, I might try to, oh, I'm using all green this month or whatever, but some months they're just, like PayPal is a blue all the time, that kind of thing. So I don't always color code, but occasionally I do. We pay our renter's insurance once a year, so I don't actually have to use that this month. It gets paid in March, I believe. We'll go with just a traditional yellow. Someone had asked my sister-in-law why she put stickers on her hand. Mostly it just to hold them there, but also these are removable, but for any of you who have used non-removable stickers, you can put it on your hand, and the oil on your skin kind of helps remove some of the sticky so that it's not so crazy if you want to move it. This says Apple TV due. We do have like an Apple One subscription, which includes the TV. We are renters. We hope to buy one day, but currently we rent. We do pay a trash bill. We do pay for the internet. We do Sam's Club runs. Our Sam's Club, the closest one, is about 45 minutes to an hour away, which isn't super far, but we don't go all the time. But when we do, I like to denote that on my budget for the month, because obviously we spend a little bit more getting paper products, things like that. I have used these before when I'm trying to track and determine gas budget. We do have a Walmart credit card, a Capital One credit card through Walmart, because we have Walmart Plus that we pay for. We get a yearly subscription, and that's what we get Paramount Plus with that, as well as free delivery. And so I use this Walmart one for the Walmart credit card instead of using this. We don't have a subscription to Xbox because my husband generally for his birthday and Christmas will ask for something for the whole year, but usually when I go to buy it again to give him Xbox Game Pass for a whole year, I will denote that there. We do pay a gym membership, so we'll grab that. We do have a phone bill. Obviously we pay a cell phone bill, but these I thought were really cute with the old style phones. And I do have one student loan that I pay for still, that I'm still paying on. For those of things that we purchase that are subscriptions, like I pay for Canva, Cricut. My husband uses Alpha Progression, which is a workout one. I think Lose It, I think you got like a lifetime membership with something there. But just those things that we have that are subscriptions, like our Walmart Plus subscription when it comes due every year. I like to denote that there. We don't have any of those that are due, as well as we generally will do our cat food, dog food, litter, flea and tick collar type things, and we'll order them. I don't always order them through Chewy, but whenever I order them, I denote them here on a sticker like this, because then I know that it goes to my pet. And then I think some of these, like this has to do with groceries, so when I'm budgeting, I'll put one of these in for groceries, and I'll, you know, add up how much we spent in groceries. Just trying to make sure that there's nothing that I'm kind of missing. These are some of my cleaning and tasks for the house, and okay. All right, so I am gonna hold on to this because we do have a couple credit card type bills that I don't have just a specific sticker for. So I think I got everything here that I need for now. So we're gonna move that to the side. Okay, so again, I like this because it's a visual representation of when things are due. So obviously rent is due on the 1st of every single month, and so I'm going to stick that right there. This helps me to know that I need to make sure I have rent covered before the first pay of the month. So that is obviously an April expense. Not really, but you know, I need to prepare for it in April. So our gym membership is due on the 2nd. That is the day that it comes out of that. Let me go ahead and put these where I know that they go. We have a student loan due this day, and our car insurance is due here. Oops. And I just thought that these were super fun. One of the things that I have found is that this day, the 15th, and generally like the 18th, are busy days for me as far as when things are due. So and I just have basically what I've written out in my A5 sitting off to the side so that I can make sure that things are taken care of. My trash bill was due also on the 1st, so again, that was one that when figuring my budget, I had to account for that in my April budget because again, it got there before I got paid. Water is due here. My gas bill is due here. I gotta look at something real quick. I don't write that there either. 21 is the day that this is due, and this is due. This is due this day. This is due this day. And my electric bill is the only one that I don't generally know the exact date or how much it is until the 5th or 6th of the month. It is generally due about the 25th to the 27th. So a lot of times I'll mark it on the 24th, and then that way I know I'm ahead of the game. Okay, and then as far as, all right, I do have a Discover bill that we use. So that one is due the 18th. Again, this is where it usually gets pretty, and then I write a D right there just so that I know that that was denoted for that. I do have a Royal Caribbean card that is due this day. I don't generally keep a balance on it. However, we are leaving for our cruise, so there is one on there just that's being paid off this month. I do have another bill that's due. I'm gonna go ahead and stick it right here. It's actually due on the 18th, but we're gonna do that. And then that is already denoted, so I don't need to worry about that. We do have I don't have a sticker for extra storage, but I bought basically a extra storage in my phone for these videos and things, so that is gets taken out of our Apple Card on the 15th. So I'm just taking a look to make sure I've got everything. I have a lot of like open cards that have 0 balances on them, so I don't usually note them unless I have a balance due or a payment due. A lot of times I'm paying things off because they're similar to cash envelopes, but I like to notate them if a statement has cut and the statement says I owe a balance, because I want to make sure without a shadow of a doubt that I have gone in and satisfied that balance so that I'm never paying interest, because while using credit cards for rewards is really, really awesome, if you pay interest on your balances, you're actually eating into your rewards, and depending on some interest rates, you could really be paying the credit card company for the rewards, and I'm not interested in that. You know, that defeats the purpose. Let's go back to the envelope system, you know. So okay, so this is a look at all of the bills that I have due for this month. Obviously this paper right now doesn't include gasoline, food, eating out, any extra things like gifts. Of course, we have Mother's Day. I've got my mom, my mother-in-law, I've got my father-in-law's, or my stepmother-in-law. I don't have any grandmothers with me anymore, but I have my sister-in-laws. I have really good friends of mine who are moms, you know, and so I have quite a bit. I have my secret sister at church, you know, who is a mom, and so I have quite a bit due as far as gifts or cards, things like that for Mother's Day. My brother-in-law's birthday is the 12th. I have an aunt whose birthday is the 25th, an aunt whose birthday is the 9th. And so there is a little bit of gifts in May. May's a heavier gift month for us. And so those are things that aren't included just on this snapshot, but they are things that I do need to include when I'm thinking about my budget. But the reason I really like this is a depiction of what I owe as far as my living expenses, and when things are due. And so, for instance, I kind of touched base a little bit about it before. So April, let's see, this would be 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24th, when we were paid, I made sure that I took care of our trash and that I had all of the money that we have set aside to pay the rent by the first of the month. The gym membership, it goes on to a credit card, and I pay the credit card back. So I know that the gym membership gets charged on the 2nd. I actually have 30 days to pay it, but generally once it hits the card, which is usually a couple days later, I pay it. So I know that I would pay the gym membership, our water bill, and more than likely this Royal Caribbean card on this paycheck. And the reason I do that is because I don't really love to be on the actual day unless I need to be on the actual day. Sometimes the way things fall, I can't swing it otherwise, but for the most part, I want to make sure that I'm paying as early as possible, so I'm not struggling and possibly getting a late fee sort of a thing. So when I get paid on the 9th, I will take care of the internet, the gas bill, extra storage, PayPal, car insurance, and my student loan. When I get paid on the 16th, I take care of all of these bills and all of these bills. Get paid on the 23rd, I take care of the electric bill, and so on. So this is a 5-week month. It's a 5 pay period month. So those what they call kind of like magic months, where you get paid a little bit more. For people who are paid bi-weekly, it's the one where you get the 3rd check. This is my month to get the 5th check. But a lot of times those come, I feel like you get the magic of them in the following month more than you get it in the month that you get paid, because I only have 2 things that are due technically outside of this paycheck. So I really feel like it's more of a magic feel for June as opposed to May. But I would be curious in the comments what your thoughts are as far as those magic months. Because like I said, because of how the paychecks fall, you really don't get the benefit of that really until the last two days of the month. And all my bills for May have been paid by then. So sometimes I will put just little bullets over here. And this is a good way to use up some of your bullet points. I'll put bullets over here, and I'll put like food, eating out, gas, gifts, extra spends, and I will kind of tabulate. So then when I go back and I look at this and I've made sure all my bills are due, I can also kind of have a running total of what has been spent in those categories, since they aren't due on a particular day, that kind of thing. But like I said, the only one that I don't have a figure for right now is this bill right here. And then as far as my credit cards and stuff, I will put the amount that actually gets cut on the statement in these here. But if I've charged more on them and I can pay off more, or a lot of times it'll cut and then I'll have a payment. And because credit cards are 30 days out, I will have paid some of it off, but I just to know what was actually on the statement when it cut. That I need to make sure that I get to that figure to make sure that I don't pay any interest. So I'm just going to write in the figures that I have. The only other one I have right now is Apple Pay. I don't know the figure. I actually don't owe anything. It's just that's where some of these bills go to. And so I just notate that on there that by the end of the month I want to have them paid off. That way, again, I'm not charging streaming services and things like that. So, all right. It's kind of a short and sweet one, but I wanted you to see kind of what the budgeting piece of my puzzle looks like. And how I kind of use the Happy Planner monthly to kind of give a rundown of where things are due and what I'm looking at, that kind of thing like that. So it also makes it really nice because then month over month, you know, I can look and see, you know, what months my water bill is the highest, what months my gas bill is the highest, you know, and so as I'm doing my figuring for the year, then I can know, okay, so maybe in February when the gas bill is really high because of the heat, I live in the Midwest, you know, maybe that's not a month where I need to be spending extra on gifts and things like that. So if you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. If this is something that you would want to see monthly, me just kind of lay out my budget or kind of go into any other discussion on how things look, zero-based budgeting, things like that, please let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time.